it's still a district. It's the glorious district that is on the edge of the poop lake, which actually now has stabilized. So we can probably bring some more roads in here. Tell you what, we'll make sure that improviating the Why Me Live Here district is well, I was gonna say top priority. No, top priority is actually this over here, which is literally how we left the stream last time. And my save file is a big note that says replace highways, because we want to do there's a lot going on over here, so we're going to take a look at that. But before we do that, how's everyone doing? Is everyone having a good Saturday? It's always good when the poop stabilizes. That's right. You want stable poop. That's important. Hey, Black Tie. Thank you very much. Black Tie, Black Suit. Oblong flying roundabout. Oh, that's right. That's what we were gonna do with it, wasn't it? Oh, you're right. Thank you for reminding me of that. Yes. Yes. That's 100% what we're gonna look at here. It'll be quite the elevated highway. I mean, I guess technically, does it have to be elevated? It doesn't have to be. We'll see. Haven't been able to catch your stream forever. Hey, Kennedy. Watch the VODs of the series. Really excited to catch the next installment. Yeah, I forgot, like, it had been a while since we played City Skylines, and I forgot, like, how great fun it absolutely is. Absolutely is. Is Essential's tea wish list ready yet? I don't know. We'll have to ask her. I think she's going to be stopping by. Just, I think she's still taking care of a couple of things right now. It has to be elevated. Says Masterline. Okay, elevated roundabout it is. The chat has spoken. So yeah, we're going to do that, then we're going to play some Baldur's Gate 2, which I'm also quite eager to do. I think I kind of like this formula where we might half and half the Saturdays or something. Might take ages to get through Baldur's Gate, but it might be a good balance. We'll see how we feel like every week, you know. Maybe some weeks will be all Baldur's Gate, maybe some will be none, maybe some of it will be a split. At some point we might go in a bin. Baldur's Gate 1, we like did daily Let's Plays. It was like, I'm going to stream Baldur's Gate 1 every day until we finish it. And that was actually a pretty decent system too, actually. What was I going to talk about? Oh, I haven't watched episode 4 of Winter Soldier yet, of Falcon and Winter Soldier yet. So, I mean, we shouldn't have any spoilers for any of it in chat because, you know, it's still a new series for some people. But make sure we definitely don't do. It's like sucks. It's like the episode had been out for like 5 seconds, and then instantly, like, the internet was like filled with like macro images and memes and things like that of stuff that happened in the episode. I'm like, come on! I was very busy yesterday. Didn't have time to do it. You haven't even watched WandaVision yet. Oh man, well that's definitely worthwhile. I mean, some people just don't have the Disney Plus subscription, but it is like you can get it for like a month and just like binge a lot of that content. I think some people are waiting until the end of Falcon Winter Soldier, and then they'll pick it up and then binge WandaVision and then that. And they're excellent shows. Yeah, you don't have Disney Plus. Yeah. Snape kills Dumbledore. Whoa, too soon, man! Too soon! What are you gonna tell me? Next, like, Sean Bean dies in, like, everything that he's in? Yeah, we're playing Baldur's Gate 2, not 3. I mean, we will play 3 at some point, but it's not out yet. I mean, yeah, the first chapter is out in sort of beta. I've dabbled with it on the channel, but yeah, it is gonna be for 2. Sean Bean dies. Sean Bean dies all the time. It's just a constant. Is this Hydro Dam making power for us? It is not currently. It might. It might slowly generate a little bit of power. We'll see. But yeah, we've got the glorious poop lake, which we actually are trying to clean the water a little bit before we dump it into the river. So that's why we put all these little polyps in here, basically. We got polyps in Colon Lake. London is in 2 weeks, yes, and I am going to do it. It's going to be interesting because things are so busy, crazy this month. There's going to be so many things that haven't been announced yet that are going to come up. It is going to be possibly the most challenging Let 'em Dare yet, but we're going to do what we can as much as possible. What about a freak meteor impact? You know, that might be a good way to deepen the lake number 2 over here. We're going to see how that goes. Yeah, Vicky 3 is going to be announced, and that's what we're going to be playing. Oh, wait. That was probably NDA'd. Oh, no.
It's whiskey.
Hey, Helco, thank you very much. Yes, let's produce more whiskey and chocolate for the city. Is it a chocolate lake? No. The other thing is, we actually have the ability to unlock some districts. I think, I do have the mod that'll let us unlock all of them. I don't know if that we have that all enabled yet, so we could pop one of these others. But I think before we do that, I think we should focus on fixing the road. This intersection over here that we bulldozed at the end of the last stream 2 or 3 weeks ago or whatever it was. Also, these guys are complaining about a water shortage. The water availability was a little bit low. I did just put down, right before the stream start, one of these two. No, this one over here. Just put down a new water intake, and it actually looks like their water outputs need to be increased as well. Now, I don't want to flood this lake too much. I don't want to change our water level, so I may not add more of that. I think we had put down some water treatment plants. Is that this over here? Yeah, I think we're going to put down just some more water treatment plants. Is going to be the plan. Fix the rotor and invent sky cards. Sky cards. Sean Bean dies every... except in the Sharp series. I don't... What is the Sharp series? Qu'est-ce que c'est? Let me just put these down. Eco water treatment plants. Advanced. Ooh, advanced. Does that actually connect to the water pipe? Because I lined the intake up exactly with the water pipe. I don't know if I've ever played... Oh, shit, I didn't mean to unpause. The cars are going to get real confused here for a second. I don't think I've ever actually done that. Huh. Hey, no one... Oh. Napoleonic War. Oh, interesting. Really? Most challenging legendary yet. Didn't you do one on a plane? I did do one on the plane. It was a pretty small game, but it's true. There's something about that. That felt pretty good. That was when I was on my streak. Hey, no one. I have a sneaking suspicion that however you decide to organize the stream, hashtag the internet will tell you were wrong. That is likely. I mean, there's no pleasing everyone. That's always true. There's always people who want a different game being played than the one we're playing, but you know, we'll try our best as much as possible. Twitch chat is always right. The nice thing about Twitch chat is no matter, like, for every question, you get absolutely every single answer simultaneously, so Twitch chat can never be wrong. Or it's always wrong. Either way, your perspective is correct. Alright. Let's bulldoze this. And yeah, we're gonna do an elevated highway roundabout kind of thing. Because the thing is, yeah, we have a situation where we have sort of a highway this way and a highway this way that are meeting up. So, I mean, we could do a four-way intersection here, but four-way intersections, especially in City Skylines, almost never work quite as well as you want. I tend to do these T intersections, even like side by side like this. Like this could have been a four-way intersection here, but a pair of T intersections, although this one doesn't look like a T, but it is. I actually quite like the look of this thing, which was unexpected. It's like... Is it like a monkey face with ears? Put a couple of eyes in here? What would make for good eyes? I don't know. But you know what I mean? So the monkey intersections, but usually I make these T's. Or I used to make trumpet intersections all the time, but I actually kind of forgot how to do the swoops for that, so we'll see. But no matter what, four-ways are always really rough. I mean, it's true in reality, but it's especially true in City Skylines. Especially if you're not running one of the traffic mods, like... Traffic Manager President Edition over here, which does make them smarter, but it's still kind of iffy. But flying roundabout sounds like a lot of fun. Looks like a satanic ram's head to me. Woo! Dun, dun, dun. Make eyes of space rocks. Oh, yeah, we could drop a couple of meteors in there. Boop, boop. All right, well, we'll come back to that in a sec. Or sinkholes. I guess we could use sinkholes, which might be slightly more precise. I'm not sure. So if we go to the highway thing, and... I don't know, like, I don't know if we really need to go, like, insanely big with the roads. Like, the 3-lane might be enough. Maybe we'll go 4-lane highway. Is that this over here? Okay, let's use a 4-laner. And we are going to elevate. Elevate. So it's going to be functionally a roundabout, although I don't think it'll actually be round. I think what we're going to end up with is... something like that, and then a little spaced out over here. We'll get one... How do we get it to run parallel? I guess the best thing to do... No, see, it won't snap 90 degrees. I mean, I guess we can just sort of eyeball it, and it'll work out. And then from here, I think I'll use freeform. Actually, what I'll do is I'll just draw it. And then I'll use the move it tool. Oh, that actually looked quite nice. How did that one come out nicer? I don't know. But, yeah, we'll just use the move it tool. I don't know, maybe there's a better way to make the circle. Okay, that's not too shabby. And actually, even this, even though it looked kind of nice at a first pass, I think I want it to be a bit more of a gentle-looking corner over here. There we go. So we got this capsule shape. I do have a roundabout mod, and in fact, I use it quite often. But we're doing something a little bit different that the roundabout mod wouldn't actually handle. It's the hippodrome! Oh my god! Yeah, we can have races on this thing! Okay. And then we're going to get bits. Hey, Tiny! I've never seen National Treasure. That's the, oh god, what's his name? I've been getting really bad with names lately, which is kind of bothersome. But that's the one where they, like, steal the Constitution in the United States, right? I've never seen Nick Cage, thank you. Yeah, I've never seen it. When it came out, I thought it looked like, this just looks like a terrible movie. But then since then, now I don't know if it's like, it's just because of cult things or if it's legitimately good, but a lot of people are like, no man, it's really solid and things. So, I don't know. So I think we'll do something like this. And like that. And then I might reshape these roads a little bit. Raised roundabout looks like a giant's paw. I mean, it's a capsule shape. But yeah. You're not wrong. How do we actually want these to line up? I do want to make sure there's a little bit of space between these on and offs over here. So that, like that, I'm okay with the gap there. But then... yeah, maybe a little more like this. The problem is it won't look quite straight through here, but that's not so bad. I might do a similar sort of thing over here. Kind of move it over this way. Curve a little bit. There we go. Now, this also enables... now, what is this road? This just looks like a 4-lane avenue. Medium roads? Probably? Maybe? Large roads. Okay. Straight? Well, I guess it doesn't matter, but... boom. Oh, it's not the same. Oh no, because that's the 6-lane road. Wait a minute. Did my mods get re-enabled and sort of... this is the one I want. No! That's not it either. What road is this? Now, I need the eyedropper tool. Is it this one? No, because that's with the median. You think it's a highway? Oh, it might be a national highway. You're right. There it is. Thank you. Excellent. I think we just accidentally replaced this thing. Notice I say we, so that I can bring you into the blame. There you go. Okay. All right, excellent. So we can get from the residential area to the industrial area directly. Now, we're also, from the industrial area, we're definitely going to want to be able to get onto the capsule about. Not the roundabout, the capsule about. But then we also have to figure out some of what's going on over here in terms of getting on and off of this thing. I think, okay, first what we're going to do is we're going to get these to connect up. This highway, we might work a little bit differently how it connects. Or we could run it parallel and then jump on and off. Oh, maybe something like that. Hmm? The beeping is driving me nuts. What beeping? Oh, it was the ambulances or whatever when we were close up, wasn't it? Yeah, don't have the on and off too close. Exactly, because it's a big problem because it screws with the merging a fair bit. Alright, let's figure this out. If we pull back over here, and then we grab our 3 lanes. Space already occupied by what? Move this. Okay, so then how do we want to get these? I think we run them a little parallel. Yeah, whiskey and chocolate. Mr. Whiskey! Your state finally legalized recreational cannabis usage. No better way to celebrate than with your high noon stream. Loving the content as usual. Thanks for being you. Mr. Whiskey, are you from New York? Or was there another state that recently legalized it? I don't know. The road should go underneath and join from the inside. Ooh. That could be interesting and sexy. That could be very interesting and sexy. So one of the things we could have is we can have down and connect over here to get over there. And then we can move all this over this way. And then we can straighten it out later. Is that the direction correct? Yes, it is. Where's this? I guess... I mean, this could just merge into this one as well. That would sort of work. Or we could go underneath. So just as a whatever. I mean, that could do something like this. Obviously, we need to clean up our lines later. But this would function. You can make tunnels, yes. A mega merge. I wonder how this would actually work in practice. I mean, obviously in real life, this would cause, like, accidents of coming... Well, I mean, it would make sense if they weren't triple lanes. I don't think I like that. I'm not even sure I like this, like, from an aesthetic point of view. And part of me was still thinking, like, it might still be, have some value. Right? For us to bridge over here and still kind of connect that way. And maybe do something similar over here. You know what I mean? So, let me actually bulldoze this. So that has some appeal. I think we're still going to use move it to, like, just these, because I don't think I like the way they're lined up necessarily. But because there's still going to be a lot of traffic that's going through here, and if we can get it bypass our little capsule about, that's kind of nice. Building the Skylines. Ooh! There's another roundabout to connect the east, west, north, south highway better. Like over here. And that's the thing. It could just be... We had a discussion of having one roundabout here and one roundabout here. But I kind of want to do this mega about. You know? thin some, or you think some of the splits, no, thin some of the splits so they can reconnect at higher numbers? Sorry, little dude, I'm not entirely sure how to parse your sentence here. The mega about. Yeah, it could just be longer over here as well. You know, have it go this way. I'm kind of okay with this. I think the inside route looks a little bit funny. Let me get rid of these power cables just for a little bit. You know, I'm fine with this though. So the only question is this road over here. How do we want to have it interact? Well, maybe it doesn't have to connect to the mega about. It can just connect up to this here. So just to show you what I mean. We probably won't keep it this way. Let me turn on Anarchy for a sec. Like, if this connected up this way, obviously this can't look that way. That would be terrible. But that would work, and then a similar thing to come off over here and then come into the other side. Maybe just extending the capsule is the best solution. I kind of like... I find that this part is aesthetically pleasing, though. I like the highway going under highways, and I like seeing this curve here. Like, from a purely visual point of view, I kind of like what's being built over here. So I think I don't want to extend... Even though it might make more sense traffic-wise, I kind of don't want to extend it. Also, if we extend it, it would force more people into the capsule about, where here, the idea is some people will bypass the capsule. Hey, Crincy, thank you very much! Wow. Or Crincy. Been waiting a while to drop a dono like this. You have brought endless happiness to my partner and I's life. Your content always makes me smile, even in the face of a rather bleak year. Yeah. Well, thank you for rating happiness. Also, Brussels for life. Thank you very much. Thank you. If it was longer, you could reverse it so the bridge would be on the ground and the capsule overhead. That's true, which would look kind of neat. I do like that we have a road going underneath the capsule over here. Did you finish Vampire the Masquerade Bloodline? We did, actually. It was great. The way the two overpasses don't match in size and infuriating. These two don't match in size? Or because this is the 4 and these 3. Yeah, we might change the size of these things. Actually, we might turn this into a 6-lane and we might use 2s. Extend. Yeah, and that's what I'm wondering. Maybe it is best, because really sort of the butt end of the capsule is almost what this is over here. Maybe we just go ahead and extend this. But in my head, let me go back on this. I had sort of pictured that maybe what we would have, you know, is like a little parallel looking thing over here. The spacing's not quite the same. Probably need this one to be further away rather than the other one closer up. Not snapping? Space already occupied. Looks like a elongated Among Us dude. See, to me there's something kind of appealing. Or it looks like a shuttle with booster rockets. See, now we're talking! Now we're talking. Oh, I forgot. I still need this connection from the highway zone, from the industrial zone to link into all this as well. That's true. Okay. Back this up. What I like... From a streaming point of view, I never know if this is, like, you know, good content or not, but what I like about City Skylines is you really can just spend, like... And people do. People who keep posting on the subreddit, which is still super active and things like that, they keep posting just such gloriously beautiful little cities and things. It's going to lead to weird turns. Is that what we actually want or not? Because I want something functional, but I want something that's aesthetically pleasing as well. And yeah, to disable the left turns, probably. Just make a right turn here, and same thing over here. Straight through. Because the idea is to just have traffic flowing in and out of the industrial zone here. We're not really looking to service the residential zone as directly. Although we may need to do something like that. We may want to do something on the other side. In fact, maybe we literally do just want to do that, right? Have another one like that. And like that. That actually probably wouldn't be too bad. I don't think this is exactly in the right place, though, here. It's going to move in a little. Be a little bit more equal. It's hard to get it exactly right, though. And actually, no, this is just going to raise the road. Turn on the anarchy mode for a sec. There we go. So it'll let me do that. Turn off anarchy. Take this. Oh. And then invert it. Toggle anarchy back. There we go. Now... It's hard to tell because the shadow sort of messes with things, but that looks about even, right? It's close. Close enough for government work. And then we have to do sort of the same thing over here. Invert, toggle, go here.
It's
there
whiskey and chocolate.
So the ramps match. I like it. I think it's visually appealing. And I think once we fix the turns, so that we ban left turns over here, I think the traffic will flow okay over here. Now, the one downside is there's going to be... No, I guess people who are trying to... They'll just keep going around here. Should be okay, actually. Should be okay. If you haven't done it already, make sure to hashtag name in the chat. We'll use that for naming districts, but also I'm going to do a giveaway. Hold on. I'm going to have to do the giveaway a different way. Because I've got a code for Evil Genius 2 to give away, but I guess we need a different draw, because some people might want to be in the name draw, but already have Evil Genius. But I can only do one giveaway at a time here. Tell you what, just hashtag name to get into the name draw. We'll do the giveaway when we get to the Baldur's Gate 2, or right in between the two streams, right in between City Skylines and Baldur's Gate 2. What I'll do is I'll reset the giveaway for an actual giveaway as opposed to a name and game draw. There you go. So sorry if there'll be a delay. Sorry, you got to keep watching the stream. To get Evil Genius 2, but still hashtag name to get your name in the game. I really like the way this looks, and I don't want to change it. So everything else is going to have to work sort of around that aspect. So, with this, I mean, I guess there's no reason I couldn't just say something like, bam. I don't know how to make this area visually appealing. I think I kind of want to keep this. Even though it's going to make our life harder, I'm kind of liking the weave up and down, kind of like almost like it's been knitted or something. You know, we could have something else that's even above it. But we still need to service the other side over here. Let me switch to a smaller thing for a sec. Because I might actually be okay with just doing something like that. Actually, should really come off, yeah, should come off at a better angle here. So it's not an explicit turn. Actually, we can go back to making this look a little nicer and maybe a little more parallel. Maybe bring this in this way. If I bring it too close, it makes this ramp look a little aggressive. Although, what I could do is just raise this up. Ooh, that does not look right. That's not so bad. I mean, it still needs some adjustments. Your roads coming off the highway should be one lane to the roundabout. Traffic will be... And that's probably true. Because right now there's weird merging shit that goes down. It should be one or maybe two or something like that. Like, in practice, what would happen in real life, you'd sort of close the lanes off here. What would happen is you get a thing where you're merging to the left. To at least, you know, one lane, if not two. And then here you'd get the extra on-ramp. But you don't really have on-ramps in City Skylines. There's some things you can sort of do with extra packs. But there's not really... the sort of on-ramp, like, over here. So, like, temporarily go to 6 lanes, and then it would fold in kind of thing. Yeah, the segment before the warp merge and widen after. Yeah, that's true. How do you split segments? So you do something like this, and then go back into the Move It mod, and then try to adjust things. You see, it's like... You can do it with enough kind of patience and things, but it's really difficult to get it to look right, and I'm kind of worried I'm just going to mess up the look of things. But in practice, like, it's something like, you know... Oh, I'm in Move It mode, that's what the problem is. And then directly connect. And yeah, maybe I can I disconnect these lanes maybe and do a thing? So there's certainly some things that could be done. I think I'm okay with, you know, maybe saying something like, listen, these are 2 lanes at least. And then it's 2 into 2 over here too, which is still not great. But I could still do some direct lane connections. It'd kind of be nice if people use 2 to get off the highway better. Like, I'm not sure. I'm not sure about any of that. Well, we could let it run for a while and see how it goes, and then make some adjustments as well.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
It's whiskey and chocolate. Azurency, thank you very much. Hold on a sec. That's a penis! No, it's not. Actually, still looks a lot like a rocket ship to me. Plunger. Azurency, thank you very much. Always happy to catch the live streams and watch your videos on YouTube, but never contributed. French mode engage. Merci pour toute la bonne humeur et santé. Bon, merci beaucoup, Azurency. That is much appreciated. Thank you. As we spend, we're 38 minutes into the stream. Well, there was a little preamble, but not much. Mostly all we've been doing is working on this. But I mean, it's a big mega construction project, right? Change the bridge portion to 4-lane highway for extra on-off lanes. This part over here? Yeah, that's probably a good idea. Anarchy mode. Man, like, Anarchy and Move It are just so required. Make this ramp a little bit more mellow. This one over here, too. There's still a kink in here. I mean, not the kink shame, but... So, let's say, you know, let's arbitrarily call this north, just to say. You're traveling north, and you want to go west. So you drive this way. You see your sign over here. You got to take the right exit. You do that. Merge into here. Hop onto this thing. And then just drive off over here. Yeah. All that I kind of feel like I want to do here is a little bit of cosmetics work. It's really close together here compared to the spacing there. And there's neither one of them is, like, corrector, but there needs to be some consistency. I guess that's not bad in terms of the spacing coming together for the bridge over here. There's more skin chocolate. I will check that in a second. Driving that would cause me anxiety. The part that would cause me anxiety would be, like, merging the highway. I don't live in a huge city, right? So, the highway merges are always a little bit stressy to me. Although in practice, they work pretty well. This would definitely be one of those situations where you could dramatically improve things with the various cosmetics that you can do with, like, the fine details to, like, manually draw in some little lines and things like this to explain some of these merges and stuff. I mean, this makes no sense. The 3-to-3, like, makes absolutely no sense whatsoever. But I may just ignore it. We're going to have to do a lot of traffic manager stuff. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to unpause it now and sort of get a sense of the situation before we go any further. Yeah, no, this would be the dumbest thing ever. I mean, I could thin it out to just one. We're messing with it. I didn't like the look. Actually, I'm kind of okay with the look here, even though it's completely impractical. Let's, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2 Oh, right click. Yeah, it makes no sense. That's interesting. It's actually only using 2 lanes over here. Well, I guess the thing that would make sense for something like this is we say something like, boom. You're obviously going there. You only go there, and you are the one that gets to do a choice from here or here. Or, weirdly, it might be okay for you to do something like that. Actually, how do you... There we go. Right? Like, we would need signage, and we would need lines and stuff like that, but that's sort of conceptually what's going to happen here, is the traffic from here can go into those, or it's like, merge. It would look different, right? It would be a longer affair with some pre-splits of the highways. You would physically widen the highway. You would do a nice sort of division of things, but functionally, this is the sort of thing that would happen. It'll look a little weird in the intersection that is here without painted lines. But yeah. We say that. That's just the right. From here you can go to either one of those, and then these go to there. Or go there. In fact, what I might want to do is cancel that one. And just actually really encourage people. Give more value to the outside lanes. Just encourage traffic to move to the outside unless they're trying to turn. Lucky. So there would be no merging zones that break the flow. I feel like I'm only getting half your message. Split the 4-laner to 2 and 2. Yeah, well, I mean, yes. Oh, this one's got to be done over here because this is only to there. This one's only to there. From here, I guess that's correct. Okay, I'm going to go back to plan. I'm going to start the game up, and then we'll see what the traffic does. Let me go and just make an intermediary save over here. And we'll unpause. We'll let things shake out and then see what it looks like. If you reduce it to a 3-lane highway between the on and off ramps, everyone's saying that. Yeah, that would be smart, right? The problem is, it looks stupid. I mean, maybe with the traffic manager, could I functionally convert it down to a 3-lane highway instead? Because when you change the highways, it just looks physically dumb. Is the issue I'm having. You know what? Never mind. You're gonna go there and not there. I'm going to go there and not there. So this is effectively making it into a 3-lane highway. Yeah, this is actually more correct. There you go. This one turns into only an off-ramp. That might be the thing. We start treating this as just an off-ramp instead. There, these two are just turnouts. So effectively, this, I mean, we could have made this into a 2-lane, but these guys on the inside could split into a couple 1s or something like that. This is going to be a problem as people are looking from here. Yeah, this is always going to be an issue, because the people from here that are trying to get to the outside and not leave have to cross traffic. And that's actually not something that can be avoidable, other than... Are people still... Hold on. I think this is here. Yeah, this is on top, or... Yes. Don't change lanes here. I think what's happening... People are changing to this, which is not going to help. Leave this one empty, but then they are trying to cross. Yeah, that's no good. Yeah, the thing is, inside or off-ramps is usually, like, that doesn't make sense. It's not what you do in real life. The problem is we're getting this thing where traffic is merging in and then want to merge out afterwards, and it's leading to badness. Send a branch on the off-ramp path. Oh, from here to there. Yeah, actually, maybe that's the easiest solution over here. Is to say from here to branch connecting over here. To there, in some fashion. So people can bypass this if they're going this way. But it's still no good. This is always going to cause a huge problem. And the thing is, I like it because it's visually appealing. But because of this. The problem is, in City Skylines, cars don't merge very well. Some giveaways, maybe. Actually, there's no signage. Can we add signage? Like, can we tell these guys, listen... I don't know if that's going to solve the problem or just cause more of a backup, though. Yeah, merging is impossible in City Skylines. Because you can't build on and off ramps. Okay, they're yielding now. Let's give it a chance to clear. But they're going to back up. Although, at some point, some of them are going to want to use this. Where are these guys going? Actually, isn't... what is it? Yeah, you're trying to go over here. Okay, it might start to clear out. Let's put a little priority sign over here, too. Well, we should probably make this smaller and give them the priority sign, but... Needs to be separate lanes for your on-ramps. Yeah. Oh, right, my power lines. Got removed and never rebuilt. I mean, so they're no longer, like, interrupting some of the traffic flow here. But they're still backing up because they're yielding to, like, literally anything. I'm sorry, I thought I changed you to not allow through traffic over here. How do we do... Because, yeah, I want this to be 3 lanes, but I want this to be 4, but then quickly turn into a 3 again. This might not work without us having... Like, this design as a whole might not work without us having support for on and off ramps. And this might just be too close to one another. This one will probably be fine because the residential zone is such a low traffic area that it's not going to be an issue. But the industrial one is such a high traffic area I don't really want to do this, but maybe the best thing is, in fact... maybe we need to cross it somewhere else. Although we got to give them enough time to switch lanes to hit that. For all the cars that are trying to get all the way over here, we'll give them this. But then what do they even need this on-ramp for anymore, really, if I'm doing something like this, you know? Connect the industrial zone to each highway. I guess that's the thing. If this is being built... Hold on. If this is being built basically so people can get here, why don't we just connect the industrial zone to that more directly? And that's probably the same source of traffic over here. You know, hold on. What? This actually might look kind of cool. 1 second. I'm going to draw this backwards. And then just invert the direction here. Oh, it's right click.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
And really at this point it can just be a 2-lane into a 3-lane. I guess we'll still want to have... I'm just throwing, just doing something here and seeing how it'll feel here. I mean, this will work whether or not does it look right. And then something similarly over here, because this is just traffic trying to get to the industrial zone. So what we end up with instead in practice here is we're gonna have a very temporary. We got more whiskey and chocolate. We'll get to it soon, I hope. I get a little spit of road, a little 3-lane road here. One of it's gonna merge that way. The other is gonna continue on down here to ultimately connect up to stuff over here. It needs one of the lanes will still probably feed into something else, but maybe this will satisfy that thing I was looking for, where I kind of wanted a parallel road. In fact, let me bust this down a little bit. Let me break this down. Let's go back to the 3-lane. Get this parallel lane looking thing again. Get the highway ramp. Yeah. A little more over here. And yeah, there's going to be some sort of 2-lane affair. Because that way there's sort of one designated lane for everything. Run this for a second. I think the traffic manager even has a way to just, like, reset the traffic, like clear the traffic and reset it. I'm actually kind of liking this visual a little bit. I don't like this part here. This has to be adjusted. But it reminds me a little bit of a circulatory system. Now, this still has the super awkward merging stuff. Which, I mean, we're just trying to say, like, listen, just do this kind of vibe. Will they be able to remerge correctly afterwards? I think so. Oh, and then I guess, I need to say that you just come in here. That way there'll be no delays. The only question is, can the people from here get to that off-ramp? Because I don't think they can change lanes. Right? I think that's one of the problems with this. I don't think they can change lanes here. Also, yeah, thank you very much. Yeah, that's just got to go that way. Yeah, they only change lanes on nodes. Does this have a button to create a node? Okay, you guys answer me that. I'm going to check the whiskey and chocolate. Is it possible to create a node in between here? Yeah, they're turning here because they can't get there. Or some damn thing like that. No, you need node controller 2.0. Shit. And therein lies some of the problem with doing these kinds of things in City Skylines, is the traffic doesn't actually work like normal traffic, because they only change... Where these circles are, these are the only places where people can change lanes. The red restriction is not needed. And the red restriction was... The reason I was doing this is to avoid awkward merging, or awkward yielding over here, and conflict, but I guess it's going to be unavoidable. Do I have to tell it there's a yield here? Like... And this is missed. Okay, I still got to check the whiskey and chocolate, but yeah, you're supposed to go straight there, buddy. This dream may never work. We'll see. Shrink the 3 lanes to the off-ramp. No, that keeps coming up. It doesn't really, because I guess this part here could be 3-laned. This would be one of the few areas where we actually can 3-lane it, and that might make some sense. The problem is we'd sort of want it in a lot of places, but it doesn't work in a lot of the places. This is 3-lane highway. This one does work. I really want to go and read the whiskey and chocolate here. So yeah, this is only like that. Let's make sure these lanes are wired correctly. The problem here, though, we still have the issue here that this lane, for example, has to be able to go here or here. And so there's still going to be some awkward yielding. This is not a true... Because normally, this would be just an on-ramp that comes here, and then people, when you're past this merge point, the people from this lane would just switch over. I could force a node. Hold on. Whiskey and chocolate, whiskey and chocolate, whiskey and chocolate. I can force a node if I do this, can't I? And even if I delete this, will there still be a node there? Aha! That's what we're looking for. Okay, because now, the problem was that if we make this intersection nice and clean, and the clean thing would be here, is just do this. Actually, I guess I don't really care about these guys. They can do weird things. Hell, you can do that. You can do that. That doesn't really matter. The important thing is that these guys don't come into this lane, and that these guys only come into this lane. This way the traffic will flow at maximum speed. And so effectively we've created a proper on-ramp over here. And then from here, they can do whatever the fuck they need to switch lanes to make things work. The important thing is actually from here... Well, no, actually, I don't even have to put in an instruction over there. They can go straight or not. Because this here should now flow. It'll still take a bit because we've got things have happened over here before it unclogs itself. But this should now flow correctly. I have to remember that trick. We can create... So everything we were happening here, the same exact problem we're having, we can do it by creating nodes on the fly. Okay, let me read the Whiskey and Chocolate before we go any further here. Did someone say I missed one earlier? I think we missed one from Quiet Tony earlier. I'm terribly sorry, Tony. Bribing the mayor to fix the traffic, planning out in Construction Junction, definitely good stream content. Looking forward to at least another hour of Roundabout plan. I think the entire stream is going to be this intersection, because I've actually never tried to do anything this complex. And at this point, I kind of want to beat this. I want to solve this and figure some things out, because I've never made the effort to try to figure this or this sort of thing out. You know, we've always been in situations where I just design the city differently. We can just use trumpet intersections everywhere, and we don't have this issue. But now it's finally time to, like, okay, let's resolve this. We may have to do a city traffic reset just to get it unclogged the first time. We will see. But yes, we also get Plain Coast Hills. This is squeaky traffic gets the kick. Getting ready for the Baldur's Gate. Yeah, you meant said that. It was 38 minutes ago. 34 minutes ago. Yeah. So I think this is now working correct. So where else were we having issues?
It's Whiskey and Chocolate.
Well, actually, this one's fine. Why do we have two nodes over here? Which one's the... Okay, this is just a random lane change node. So what I should do is take this guy and actually pull it back a tiny scooch. Like this. Got more Whiskey and Chocolate. Hold on, let's not let this one sit for 34 minutes. Hey, Wimey! Call this section Roundabout from Hell. The Capsule About. The Mega About. We had names. So this is going to become... Now, this might look a little... That's the problem with... Wow, that looks really terrible. The going from a 4-lane to a 3-lane doesn't look right with our graphics. But functionally, that's exactly what we're looking for over here, in that we want to make sure that this lane ends, is what's happening. It's one of those things where, the right lane has to end, so you got to merge in. I mean, I guess I don't have to actually draw these things. This is just going to happen anyway. So then, when we get to this side, you are only going there. You are only going here. That's fine. So the traffic can flow in perfectly okay. And then the important question is, there are nodes in between, so then they can refix themselves. Right? So the way we would draw these lines, you can't see them, but we would have, the solid white line from here to here. So the traffic coming on this rightmost lane has to end up over here, leaving this part over here free. The mods of color line, so it's Traffic Manager Present Edition. And then, yeah, when you would be making stuff like this, I like how this one car is just stuck. He has no idea what to do. Then you would use, I can't remember what the other ones are called, and I don't have them installed. But you can actually, place, they call them, the props, right? Prop placements. And you just have, a solid white line, and you draw it, and then it would look all of a sudden right. Now, we have to do something very similar over here. It's got the same sort of issue. I think what I would like is for this to be a 2-lane and 2-lane setup. That's exactly what we're looking for here. The problem is, again, it's gonna look bad. And we need to make sure there's a node in between. Okay, there's a node here. In fact, we may need more. We may want to pull this back a little, give more time, because there's going to be a bit of a bottleneck. But the idea is going to be right over here. You absolutely have to do that, do that, do that, do that for a smooth merge. The problem I'm a little bit worried is the second node over here. That might end up being weird as everyone's trying to get into the right lane to reach this intersection. So the solution, even though it might ruin our capsule look a little bit, will actually be to pull this back some.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Oh, and over here, I guess these lanes are already correctly set up, actually. Okay, give them a minute to shake themselves out. Hey, Reptile! I don't know if anyone... Yes, everyone's mentioned that. What makes you think I haven't seen those videos? Do-do-do. Do-do-do-do-do. Like... Come on. There's one thing to know the theory, and the other way... there's another way to, like... How do we actually implement it in the game? Recognizing the lane shift on nodes thing is going to be huge. So, but I'm worried about what's going to happen here. I worry that this is going to become the bottleneck as people try to get into their correct lanes for whatever. And actually, you can see here, people aren't really using the rightmost lanes because this rightmost lane really is just for the exit over here. So unless there's traffic that's just trying to get through, and then, oh, look at this. And that, yeah. I mean, we just maybe need to give them more room to work this through, but... Oh, no one wants to stay to the outside lane here. Okay, hold on. But we have more nodes for more lane changes, or at least another one over here. I almost want to say, from here, you can't go there. And from this one, you can't go there. Or is that just going to make it worse over there? No, I think... Why did you end up on the outside here? Yeah. So we're just pushing it down. People do this on real highways. They're like, oh shit, that's my exit.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
But then they're going to want to switch lanes. Okay. Maybe we exit on both sides? I see what you're saying. Like, literally both sides. Yeah, I mean, in real life, you don't do the on-ramps on the inside. But on real life, people can merge in slightly different ways, and actually, this would be extended quite a bit longer than it is here. But yeah, even though this is, like, as weird as heck... Like, this is something you would never see in real life. In-game, it would work. The problem is trying to make things that look realistic without a lot of shenanigans won't really work in cities here. Are they only using one lane? Oh, that might change now that they've got this extra little guy over here. They may decide to actually use more, but like, why are they only using one? You see? Off-ramps and left do exist in Highway 101. Very confusing. Oh, no, they're starting to use this a little more. Okay, so new traffic. A lot of these guys still have their old routes in there. They haven't recalculated things. So now I think a lot more are going to be happier staying on this. Okay, wait, where are you going, actually? This might be old traffic. That's, yeah. They're coming in here to do a U-turn to go this way. Are they always going to do that instead of wanting to stay on? Are they actually not treating this as a roundabout? Wait, is that the entire problem? Oh, wait, you can't actually get off here anymore. Yeah, hold on. I forgot that we deleted this at some point and never rebuilt it. Oh, we're gonna get a cool crisscross here. And I wonder if they're doing the exact same thing. I like the crisscross. I want to keep that. Problem is, I don't trust the cars over here to do anything vaguely intelligent. You know what I mean? They're just gonna have the dumb over here. I don't think there's a way around that. I think they're just going to have the dumb. But that might be why they're coming down here, they're doing that, because there wasn't... I really like this. I really like the look of this. I'm still worried they're going to have incredible stupidity over here. But I like the look of this. But yeah, these guys are doing this to get there. I'm worried they're still going to do that. They're still not going to prefer our capsule about. We're just not trusting people. Heresy. God. And then everyone wants to go there. So, okay, you, for example, in the camper van. Okay, you're going there. That's good. All right. Oh, yeah. No, you guys are all leaving. The problem is, what about you? All right. Okay, you're legit. Oh, maybe we're getting better here. Again, there's still a lot of old traffic that had a bad route in there. Well, this looks cool is what I mean. Like, visually, it's kind of neat. And we want to rip people off of this before the merge. In fact, this will also visually improve that look substantially. Because now we don't get that weird texture cut. So everyone from here has to leave. Everyone else just drives through. That's fine. And they leave that room clear.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Down to one lane. Do we keep this as a 3 and then... How do we avoid this? This is what's holding us up now. All the traffic back here is this. This is a whole other mess we'll deal with after. Good way to make people prefer the capsule about is to make it unlimited speed. I guess that might change some of the weighting if we change some of the speed balances, but... Hey, Tiny! In the game, you're going to have to use both the inside and outside of the mega circle for on and off ramps. The guy's pretty dumb otherwise. And maybe that's it. Maybe I just have to give up on assuming the cars will follow real-life traffic sort of behaviors. I keep avoiding what I think of as the fast lane, right? I think of the leftmost lane as the fast lane. And that is not the place where you merge on and off. Especially not merge on. That makes no sense whatsoever. Except we may literally just have to do that. I think this already helped traffic patterns over here. And this is fine. So... Well, this is starting... Okay, let's give it a little bit of time here. Offloading into an intersection might not be helping. Is this actually lit? Yes.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
That might not be happening. If we turned off despawn, there'd be a problem, but at some point things have got to despawn themselves. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Most of the traffic in here doesn't belong here. It's traffic that got lost on the way. But this, I think, is also a problem. I think maybe the capsule about is just not going to work out for us. On-ramp from residential zone merges into any lane. This one here, you think? Oh, shit, yeah. Well, the problem is it's so short. Like, they kind of have to be able to merge into anything. And that's the problem. We just needed maybe more space between more of these intersections and then extra nodes. Actually, speaking of, does this have a node over here? No, see? So these guys actually have to be able to merge into anything. But if we take this and move it a little further along, and then create a node over here. And then tell these guys you can only do that. And then from here, make sure you're only going there and not interrupting this. There you go. That unjams that. And now they can do merges over here. I'm worried that all we're going to do, though, is we end up with the merging problem over this way. All it does is sort of kick the problem down the road a little bit. I guess we don't have any mods today. Okay, that helped a lot there. This still looks dumb, although it might clear itself up if traffic is moving here better. This intersection is still a problem, but let's talk about this. So it's always the issue with industrial zones. Industrial zones generate stupid amounts of traffic, both in and out. And that's always going to be the case. And it only gets worse if we were to put a cargo ship hub over here. The problem would only get worse instead of better, which is stupid. This might be a good place for some one-ways. What if this was a one-way just going that way? Or replace this with a roundabout? Either way, this intersection can't be allowed to exist. Although things are starting to flow again because this is now cleared up. This still looks like ludicrous. I'm not sure what we can do to avoid this other than... actually, no. The solution here is we do another inside off-ramp and connect it up somewhere. We pull an inside off-ramp right over here and just get it to connect right there. And then we don't get this. Actually, yeah. Although, as I say, it still annoys me so many cars are going to the right. The other thing that would help is if this intersection was either turned into a roundabout or we use some one-ways or things like that just to prevent certain things. Because we really don't want cars to stop here doing this. I don't think I want to do another roundabout. I think, as a test, first, let's see what happens if we just do some one-way stuff over here. What will that do? It is the same width. Wait, is this... What is this in between? Oh, those are supposed to be trees, except the pollution killed them all. Well, there you go. Since the trees, you know, can't be seen anyway. So this will eliminate everyone who's sitting here trying to turn left into there, which will help some. Now, we could make this to be only right turns into this, right? No through traffic, no left turns. I don't know, and then we could get rid of the lights. Prevent people from making left turns over here. They have to go straight, filter down to here, and then make some decisions. Some of them will filter out over here. I'm worried it'll just create the traffic problem over here instead, although it's only a three-way intersection instead of a four-way. about instead of one-way main road, only straight or right of the sub-road, only right turns? It's a little bit hard to parse, but you're talking about eliminating left turns, which, yeah. The other thing is maybe just... I mean, we could change the traffic light timing. I'm wondering if priority signs over here... and banning left turns as well. The only issue is, if for some reason there's a vehicle in here that wants to get somewhere over here, how would you get it? I guess they could still go straight. That would still help some. This is still having to wait for a lot of traffic to go by. Right turn should always be allowed. Oh, right over here. Sorry. Yep, missed that. Absolutely. That should definitely have a right turn over there. I don't know about this right turn, though. This is still always going to be an issue. Oh, hold on. Maybe only straight through? Oh, I forget this is a, little 6-lane over here. Cancel you. Well, maybe not all of them. Well, I guess when you have the light, yeah, you're not going to have any competition with traffic coming in from over here or anything like that. So you guys can use those three, you can use those three. And then what if, we could force a merge here? Again, treat this as sort of a bit of an on-off ramp. Keep people out of here. I guess we eliminated the traffic light here, which is no good. Or maybe it is, actually. I'm worried traffic's going to pile up back here, but otherwise it should clear this out pretty well. Yeah, there's ways to do mini tunnels and bridges to do a bunch of things. They feel cheesy to me. But yeah, a lot of times our solution to problems like these have been, we're just going to build a tunnel to like get the traffic into the back of the district instead. So this is still being a thing. Oh yeah, we talked about, I was going to do a, I was going to peel an extra ramp off here. This, I think, is unavoidable. I want to let it run for a while and then see, you know, what that actually looked like. But I think it is, in fact, unavoidable for us to do. Hard to get the placement in here. Because again, you see like no utilization of the outside lane, which happens all the time. It's very frustrating. No one ever wants to use the outside lane, and then you get these weird merges. Which I don't like. Oh, a lot of cute people are using that. I don't think that will do at all. So you can go here or here. You... They need to be able to avoid this, though. I think I still have to allow for some lane changes over here. Oh, there's a node here, too. Okay. So these are all people that are like, oh my god. And this happens all the time in real life. You get these highways that are splitting. You know, the right lane must exit. And they're like, Jesus! That's not where I want to go! I'm actually surprised we're not seeing more cars. Oh, there's one. Okay, a little more. There might be more generated traffic now that's going to start using this. And we're just trying to offload some of the load over here. We may have to do some prioritizing on this little intersection. I guess the whole thing is to do that. I'm still surprised how much traffic is. It's not a very big neighborhood. Although it is a little higher density, so that might be part of it. Yeah, okay. We broke the traffic light over here. How do we... I don't know how to use this.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Oh, toggle traffic lights is actually what I want. Remove time traffic light. There we go. What do we think? I'm trying to avoid a roundabout here. And some people don't want a roundabout here. You know what we need? We need, like, right-hand turns on red lights. That's what we need. But yeah, just putting another access point over here would make a big difference. We could build a little T intersection right here for traffic to come in and out, right over in this area. That would alleviate a lot of the pressure here. Because a bunch of the cars that are trying to come in here are coming from this area. So that's probably fine. I think I might leave this here. I think we will do, in fact, exactly that. Even if it's not servicing both lanes, if literally all it is... There's a little something like that. Although, still want to turn into a... Then we might just back up the traffic here. Why is there so much traffic? Make the two-lane thing. Right-hand turn on red lights, USA. Well, I mean, North America. Canada has it too. Although, what is it? It's the classic, one of the Top Gear videos where Jeremy Clarkson is in America for one of the first times. And he's like, look at that. See that? It's a car turning right on a red light. It's America's only contribution to the civilized world, or something like that. I don't want the capsule about experiment to fail, but it might, you know, it may. It may. Although, shit's actually moving. Like, it looks weird, because, like, it keeps sort of stopping for a second. But we actually don't have any big backups, except for here. Which hopefully will... Well, that actually might be just a problem of this thing. Which, I kind of like the look of this, but I mean, it's what, a 6-way intersection? It might be bad. Name Moose, thank you very much. Oh, and I missed Banana Cabana and Tiny earlier. Oh, sorry. In this game, oh no, I saw Tiny. Yes, you have to use both the inside and outside of the Mega Circle. Yeah, it's pretty dumb. Yeah, which we did do, which is clearly helping out a lot. And Banana says that glitch with the lane texture was beautiful. Haven't had a hard oh, where we had like the cut from like the 4-lane to the 3-lane, just as a straight line over there. It was even like a slightly different road texture, wasn't it? Yeah. And name Moose as well. This sort of traffic is one of the situations where antlers don't work too well. When Moose try to merge lanes like that, antlers always get tangled, and some of my more hot-headed cousins even occasionally end up in a fight. Oh. Yeah. The antlers are definitely getting in the way. This is probably just not an intersection that makes sense. They're just clearly way too busy. Although even then, it's not backed up forever. And actually, is this... Oh, it's all traffic wanting to come in here? Wait. They're using this for a U-turn. Hang on. I hadn't noticed this. These guys are using it for a U-turn over there, which is absolutely not what it's supposed to be here for. Oh, wait. Hold on. Well, I mean, it may not matter, but you don't leave the highway to get back onto the highway. Now, the problem is a bunch of this traffic that had gotten onto this road to make a U-turn is now going to get into this neighborhood, but... This is actually... You know, it says it looks like a left turn, but it's actually sort of straight through to here. There you go. Give it a minute, and this is starting to clear up. And there you go. So, I mean, there's still traffic here, but the backlog is thinning out. Yeah. It's still always going to be a heavy traffic area, but it's getting better. I don't like that there's an on right before the off over here, because you end up with a lot of crisscrossing traffic that's getting in each other's way. Yeah, there's a surprising amount of cars that are trying to come in here. So you, for example, where are you going? Not you. You. Okay, you're just trying to go straight. Which, and someone turn left. This might be a case of, if you're going straight, why are you in this lane? You know? So I guess what I need to do to tell people, if you're going straight, get the fuck out of this lane, is to turn this into a exit-only lane. Like that. There you go. So now everyone who's just trying to go through the intersection, use one of the other 2 lanes that is mostly empty. Oh, look at that! Stupid idiots. I mean, there's still a bit of a slowdown coming over here. And the problem is, so yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4, sort of 5, 6, 7, 8. It's basically an octagonal intersection over here. We should probably not have that. At the time, actually, this was mostly, I think, probably just set up as a temporary thing from our little farming area over here, just as an extra in-out of the area, so it wouldn't overload. Because the only other way to get in and out of this was way over here, right? So, like, well, we need some sort of highway connection, so let's just slap something together real quick. I think the era of this intersection is just done, and we should just eliminate it and then rebuild it as a more proper intersection. This was a temporary little thing from ages ago, and it now has to just be replaced. And we've got tons of highway real estate over here. Probably the thing to do is to just build a little T intersection over here. I should try to remember how to make the trumpet intersections, because I like them so much. They look really satisfying, they work so well. It's just been so long. I haven't played this, other than like the last couple of streams, like from a couple of weeks ago. We haven't played this in over a year. Because how do I do the trumpet? sort of a... It ends up looking... Let me elevate. Freeform, do this. It ends up looking... Come on. Don't make me anarchy you. Just find... Turn snapping off. That's probably going to help. Weird lag. Something like this, if I recall correctly. But that doesn't make any sense here. Like, where are you going? You're not connecting to that, obviously. Ah, I think I remember. I should just look up a picture. But why would I do that? The whole reason people watch the, this is for the chaos. I think, okay, this is gonna, I'm gonna draw this backwards, but that's gonna be... Is it kind of like this? I'm just putting things to be able to sort of visualize here. Yeah, there we go. But then the traffic ends up being on the wrong side. And then take this and invert this. So the advantage... Oh, no, that comes out correct. So the idea here is that you get traffic off the highway before you get hot traffic on the highway. Part of the problem with our other area over there is we got some areas where people are coming on the highway and then exiting it. So the idea with this sort of trumpet interchange is that you get people off and then back on over here so that the traffic that's leaving or coming into the highway doesn't interfere with itself. And I think visually this would look a lot better. Let me bulldoze this. If it was elevated a little longer. I think that's where some of the beauty of this comes in. Because you get a nice little matching thing, especially if we... Oh, shit. Is that ground level? That's not what I wanted. Get this a little closer and a little closer. And then you sort of tweak the curves so they match a little bit more, although that can be a little hard to do. And actually, we want to move this so that this merge, there you go, is almost like a straight kind of thing. There you go. And doesn't that look very appealing? Isn't that kind of attractive? Yeah. And then you can just have it connect up to... what's the national road? Is it under here? There you go. Really, we just need a two-lane national highway. Yeah, it's over here. This is not a one-way, right? Like that. Oh, wait, no, that is the one way. Okay, hold on. No. Is it under a different category? Because that's the 4-lane national highway. Maybe there isn't. Maybe that's all there is. Second from that. Oh, is it just this one? Thank you. It didn't have the dashed lines, but I guess that kind of makes sense. And then, of course, this is only going here. I mean, that's the only fix I actually have to worry about. And then, oh, right, and then I got to do the other side. Now, I mean, that can just sort of be a triangle. I felt like there was a very aesthetically pleasing setup that I had as kind of a habit for the other side, but I don't remember it. Although, what's nice about this side... Oh, I guess we do want this to be a 4-lane. Now that I think about it. Okay, let me back this up. I actually do want the 4-lane national road, because I forgot about the other half. Straight line, yes, good. Have you come out somewhere over here? I guess... Let me turn snapping on so it's got a nice, attractive 90-degree angle over here. Somewhere around there. Kind of like that. Turn off snapping. Then, can we make this... I mean, it was functioning just fine, but it was looking dumb. How do we make this look better? Weird, this doesn't have a node over here for me to manipulate like this one does. The nodes don't really match up. But from here, you're going to here. From here, you're only going to here. From here, you're only going to there. And from here, you're only going to there. And then, do we have a node in between for some lane changes? Yes, and then we've got the lights. And these work really well, because again, the traffic on neither side of this intersection is going to get in each other's way as it's merging on and off. Well, there's some exceptions, because there's through traffic over here. So what I can do, if I want to minimize the hitching over here, is I can make this, force this to only be a right turn, make this into a 2-lane thing. If I want to effectively make this lane, the right lane, not exist. It might be fine. There's a, you can do this more compactly as well. I got really good at doing these. These were like the basis to my entire cities for a long time. Love the trucks doing a sick jump. Right over here, is it too sharp? A little bit, eh? It's sharp enough to puncture the hull of a Imperial battleship. You know, because it's so sharp. So what I can do is bring this down a little bit. Oh, wait. What? 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 There we go. Now they're fine. There must have been overlap of the nodes.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Although I'm kind of tempted to put it back. And this is the reason I often designed my cities to just use these intersections everywhere. They flow so goddamn well. Like, so perfectly, so beautifully. And see, this is a little short section. This might be a good example. We got whiskey and chocolate, one sec. This would be a good example to say something like this lane is just an exit. Like that. And since there's no node in between... and we could forbid people from merging back in here or something like that. Keep this clear. If we get any backup over here, we can make sure there's no traffic on this spot. By literally or effectively turning it into a... there you go. Something like that. I mean, I guess I could still let them, like, crisscross over here, because it doesn't really matter. Probably. I don't know, we'll see. But this way, there's literally never going to be any traffic on this inside road. This rightmost lane is always going to be empty, so that everyone coming off this off-ramp can always get into the traffic perfectly clear. Now, they are slowing down some of the cross-traffic here. What we may want to do, since there's no traffic, there's no other exits over here or anything like that, that someone's going to have to make a quick change. I can say, you guys, listen, only merge onto the rightmost lane, which is correct, right? And then later on, they'll do their lane changes. The problem is, because the lane changes are always these fixed nodes, whenever people make lane changes, it always just looks so weird and violent and tends to back up traffic so much. Because there's no smooth lane changes. So the lane change is happening over there. So, I mean, in a sense, it's just sort of delaying things, but it's still going to help. Oh, we turned off weather. I guess we turned off the day-night cycle, but that's it. And we could do a similar thing over here. I'm less worried about this one because there's so much more space that it's going to act as a good buffer to handle that, and it's got some node. It's got a node in between, I think, to handle this. And I mean, we can mess with this intersection with all kinds of different priorities and stuff too, but it really shouldn't be as important It shouldn't be as required. Now, we may not need to get rid of this. This intersection, again, was just a temporary little thing to help a little bit. It's terrible, but it might not be an issue if, like, we've got this, because some of the traffic will use this instead of this. I'm going to leave it for now. I suspect at some point we will probably have to get rid of it, because it's an octagonal intersection. But we will see. Hookah Lord, thank you very much, Hookah. Oh, also, yes. So Hookah Lord over here. Got my tax return this week, so I'm going to send a bad joke. Oh, I've got a Russian friend who is a sound technician, and a Czech one, too. A Czech one, too. A Czech one, too. Yeah. It's terrible. Now, if we just block this, it's really bad. And Wedgebri, I'll get to you in a second here. If we just remove this road, is that going to, like, help things? I mean, there's obviously going to be more need over here. But this should handle a lot more traffic. I mean, they'll have to get over there. But it's probably better. There's no way this is ever going to be good. I'm tempted for now. I'm just going to remove this little aspect. And we'll see what happens. Probably in the entire section will have to get obliterated later. Because it was never designed to be a high-traffic intersection. And it's actually just making this a lot worse. Now, this is still not ideal for, like, handling a very high amount of traffic. But it might cope. Especially, I think some trucks are coming from here to there. Which was adding to the intensity of the traffic over here. On the other hand, now it's just going to force them this way, this way, this way, into over here. So maybe it's no good. This is still being backed up. This whole neighborhood is just poop. We need more trumpets. Wedgebri, thank you very much for your contribution a few minutes ago. Hey, Quilt, not sure if it's too late for the mayoral campaign fund. City Skylines, such an easy game to watch. I'm happy to see how far you can push Lake number 2. Love your work. You helped turn my off-ramp like work days flow so much easier. Thanks a lot. Thank you. Do. I think these are just so beautiful. Sort of like a little Nautilus. Depending on how the curve goes, you sometimes get this like nice little golden ratio. It's just so appealing. I think this curve could be tweaked a little bit. Just me, or does it not look quite right? Maybe a little better? I don't know, I still feel like there's a little unappealing kink over here. And this is quite the roller coaster ride. Actually, let me take this node over here. Let's go and bring that down a little bit. And maybe this one over here. Although I like that they were level, but I guess it doesn't make sense for them to be level. They're serving different purposes. But although we could go ahead and smooth this down a little bit too. There could still be a backup over here, because the thing that's annoying is this is still an intersection, right? And yeah, we could, you know, replace this with a roundabout. Even though it's actually, like, there's nothing nearby, there should be a lot of opportunity for things to flow, we're still going to get traffic back up here just because of the sheer volume of goddamn trucks. And the thing is, we've got intersection here, we've got intersection over here. It's not like there's not a lot of ways in and out of this area. But it might still be a problem. Although, one thing, this can be maybe just lengthened. Are they interrupting each other? No, you're just trying to get there. And then you're going to go and you're going to clear out... Okay, that little... Well, no, they've got to change lanes somewhere. Like, it looks so bad. But some people coming from here might be trying to turn left. And I could prevent them from doing that. We could just wire the things so that they can't. They have to enter here. But then that's just going to mean they're going to drive down here, then through here, then through here to get places. Realistically, why would we not allow cars to come from here to turn left? And I don't think that makes sense from a reasonable point of view. So then we start looking at, okay, do we do cheese tunnels, right? Do we go ahead and do a little underground tunnel that, like, just puts them in the back of the industrial zone? We could lengthen this. I don't know how much that would help with the traffic flow necessarily. We could pull back on this intersection. Merging left to turn left makes sense. Merging right seems unnecessary. You know what's interesting? If these guys are... Oh, hold on. If these guys are only going to go through this intersection when there's a light... Because, yeah, this could be right turn only. This could be from here, this, and that. Now, that might overload the left lane. This was already right turn only. I think that the right lane was right turn only and the left lane was left turn only. But if we do this, it is going to probably put too much load in the left, but we can't do anything else. This might just be better if it was like a 3-lane. Like 6 lanes rather, but 3 lanes in this direction. So right turn only, left turn only, and then the middle is split between the two, but all wired to specific lanes. Yeah, maybe just a wider road here. I don't think, because this is the 4-lane national highway, I don't think there's a bi-directional 6-lane highway. So we would go to Large Road instead. And use this one. And I can't quite see that signal. But I think it's correct. I'll have to do the wiring since I can't actually see it. And you're going to go there. And you're going to this lane. And you're going there. That is probably what we need to do. Now I'm wondering, is there going to be some cross stuff between these guys? Oh! Ah, okay, hold on. First of all, well, okay. I mean, we can say these guys can only go here and here. And these guys can only go here and here. Which is fine, because anyone can get anywhere they want over here. And then they can do some more lane changes. Unless I just... Hang on. If I do this, and do this, and say from here, everyone just goes there, and then they have to merge there. I guess it's exactly the same problem. Either they merge here, like they do lane swaps here, or they do lane swaps here. It's exactly the same. But I should probably not have this be a lighted intersection. We just want to turn off the traffic lights here. Because there's no reason to have them. And this is going to look weird here, but... or there. Oh, wait, everyone's using the middle? No, okay. Why do so many people want to use the middle? What the fuck? Why? Why does everyone want to use the middle? Why? Never have lanes that do two things. I guess because you want to get into the right lane. The thing is... Okay, from you, it sort of makes sense. I mean, maybe what I could do is just force these guys to get into the left lane first. And that might change their weighting, their decision for certain things. So the middle lane is sort of getting priority from this guy, which might be a good idea because it's such a shorter lane. We might want to wait this guy to have the maximum priority. But then they're just going to come here and then go there. I mean, they have to if they... That's the problem is if these guys want to make a left turn, they have to use the middle lane. If these guys want to make a right turn, they have to use the middle lane. Yeah. I guess that's it. I mean, they can still lane switch here. It doesn't matter where I do the things. Unless I force these guys to only go into the left lane all the way and then make a round. But that's not... Maybe this is fine. It looks sort of stupid and annoys me, but maybe it's fine. Let's, There we go. I'm just trying to get rid of this little patch of grass that was showing up and looking bad. So yeah, I would suggest that in reality what would happen here, like, is... I mean, maybe these ramps here, they would be restricted to you have to get in the right lane, you have to get in the left lane, but then there would still be lane merges over here, so that is still what would happen in real life. I guess it's clearing out fairly quickly. Whiskey and chocolate. Hookalord, hey! Curious, do you have any chip tricks since you play poker? So first let's address that. No, I don't, because I've got such shaky hands I can't do chip tricks. You know, maybe I'll play around with a couple just to have something to fiddle with in my hand, but no, unfortunately I don't. And I haven't played that much live poker. An obligatory bad joke! Hey, how do you follow Will Smith in the snow? You follow the Fresh Prince! Would making it 2-lane only that way work so they at least not using a single lane? Oh, making this part a 2-lane? Well, that's what we had before and it didn't help. This is better than our 2-lane solution. This is definitely working better than 2-lane solution. It looks pretty bad. There's also parking. I guess the parking doesn't actually get in the way, because it's wide enough it has a gap for it. There's just too much traffic. I mean, I guess I could have yet another, like, interchange over here. That might be the thing, is just like, all right, there's just too much traffic for this one. I mean, it's not actually backing up to the highway or anything, so it's fine. Speaking of, this is fine now. Just getting rid of the one connection was all that was needed. This is okay. This is still doomed because there's just too much traffic. It's actually flowing fairly well over here. Like, things aren't actually sitting here very long. There's just so much traffic just waiting to come in. There's just so much traffic. So, without demolishing this neighborhood, which honestly might be the thing over here, and especially like removing, if this was just like a 3-way intersection or something like that, redesigning some of this path over here. But it is actually flowing. Just maybe not quite as quickly as we would like. And yeah, making if we trash this, which I don't think is required anymore, since this is, well, God, that looks so stupid. They're so bad at changing lanes and merging. If we got rid of this to make room, this would be a great place for a little trumpet intersection, and it would take so much traffic load off of this. Because we don't want to. Are people just constantly rejoining the stream every 3 seconds? We had just decided we didn't want to make this into a roundabout. That's all. People in chat were like, no, not another roundabout here. Let's find something else. Because it's more interesting to solve problems in different ways. And a roundabout doesn't automatically solve everything. And part of the problem here, we'd have to bulldoze a lot of territory to get a roundabout to fit in here. We would have to make quite a bit of space. And I think that it wouldn't solve, because there's still a lot of traffic that's coming through here. I think the better solution is to make a different intersection. We'd actually have to clear a lot less space to get an intersection over here. And most likely we would, traffic flow would be improved quite a bit more. The other thing too is at some point we're going to grab this. And then there can be another interchange over here as this expands a little bit. Although I wouldn't want to make more of an industrial zone. Or we split it. That actually might be one of the things that helps. If this area here, if the Orchard District here, was turned into a commercial and residential zone, and there'd be more industrial over here, would break up the traffic a little bit. The problem is making these industrial zones so big. We're gonna do the thing over here, and then we're gonna switch over to what are these things? We're gonna switch over to Baldur's Gate in a sec. Do I want to keep this? I don't know. I think this is gonna cause some issues. Thing is, it is helping making sure this area doesn't get completely overloaded. I'm just worried that it's going to get in the way. Oh, this is our geothermal. Let me move you. Here, go over there.
It's whiskey and chocolate.
Mostly this stuff needs to be de-zoned, is all it is. In fact, maybe I'll, just for a second here, let me de-zone this. Hey, Tiny! I like how everyone's got a different solution. No two solutions are the same. If you go back to a 4-lane road at the off intersection, you can make it possible to make both lanes turn left and right. That would solve... Oh, wait, over here? No. Both turn left and both turn right? Maybe? I think we'd still end up with a problem that one of the lanes would get overloaded. It might look better, but I don't think it solves the problem. Because what happens, this lane being sort of overfilled would just look like we'd have two lanes that would both look overfilled. Here we have one lane that looks overfilled and two that look more or less empty, but it's not the empty lanes is not the problem, and that's all that would solve. If I'm understanding you correctly, which I may not be, God knows, I think all it would do is it would remove two lanes that are actually flowing fairly well, and that would be it. Now, where do we actually have this come in? I don't want to make this too short. Right, okay. So even though I'm drawing it backwards, intentionally. So this is the thing that's going to be flowing into this. Make it look right in a second. Good traffic tourists. Okay, so now we can invert this one. There we go. Good. Move this. Turn snapping on. Oop. Straight line. Like that. Maybe a little further. Okay. Turn this. Snapping goes off. Okay, let's make this look better after. We're getting weird ground clipping. But all the connections that we want are there. It just looks weird. It looks like some sort of weird alien hand. But the ground connections we want are there, the lane connections. And from here, yeah, you don't turn left. Oh, I think I clicked on the wrong, yeah, this intersection. You're just going this way and that way. And again, either you're doing the lane swaps over here or you're doing the lane swaps over here. It is functionally equivalent. Same thing here. Either you're doing lane changes over here or doing lane changes over here. It is functionally equivalent. It would be bad in the real world. I mean, we just have to imagine there's a bunch more lines or something drawn or yield signs or I don't know, whatever. But it's the same thing as lane changes over there. Okay, I think that technically works, but how do we get this to look a little bit less bad? Fact is, there might not be. Nice if this didn't think of itself as a turn and more of a straight. I'm not sure that we can do that without clipping into the ground something horribly. I might be able to move this a little bit. I'm not sure. There's definitely enough room for the trumpet. This one, I'm going to have to do a lot of tweaking to get it to be aesthetically pleasing, which is my favorite part of these trumpet intersections. Maybe we won't have time for that because we're going to be switching over to Baldur's Gate. We still have the, we have an Evil Genius key to give away. And actually, since Essentia's here, maybe I will just send her the key. Not to put more workload on you there, Essentia. But I'm going to put more workload on you. This is a... Woohoo! Look at this! Oh man, this is going to need a lot of loving to just look anywhere realistic. I mean, the cars in City Skylines don't give a shit. They'll do this just fine. Makes absolutely no mechanical difference. There you go. Now, I'm a little worried that this stretch of road is going to become a bit of a cumbersome bottleneck. But the theory is that the traffic that is currently trying to come in and out over here, more of it's going to use this. Didn't know we were playing Roller Coaster Tycoon. Jump without problems. Yeah, they don't care. Bum. Hang on. I hate that it pans when I tab out of the window. There you go. Key sent. The thing is, all city building games is traffic management games. It is actually, like, sometimes it can be the most infuriating, but it's also the most satisfying. Oh, this is... As long as it doesn't look like it's clipping the traffic here, which I don't think it is. I think it's looking okay. Oh, that is... That's weird. How... Not sure how we get rid of this. Guess we're gonna have some of that no matter what. I don't like this. Maybe I will have to download the mod that lets us paint down road lines. Because the big blank asphalt over here obviously looks quite strange. Oh, is this getting traffic lights? That's right. We don't want that. Because there really should be no need for any traffic lights here. I mean, I get it. This is a guy in this who came off this over here and wants to go right. And that was a guy who came off this and wants to go left. At some point, they've got to cross the traffic lines. And I guess one of the things, if we only had the 2 lanes over here, there would be less lane changing. But this is actually quite full over here. Wow, there's a lot of cars that want to come in to this area. Those are okay. That's fine. This might have to change into a bit of a priority yield thing to make sure that things come off okay. Although it might be alright. Man, this is a proper storm. You can, with Move It mod, set those parallel nodes to the same height. That's true! You can select 2 nodes and tell them to match heights, right? I think you can. That is quite interesting. Alright, we're going to wrap it up here, because we're here to play some Baldur's Gate at this point. It'll be interesting to see how this shakes down after the traffic has settled for a bit. I think one of the things to do, too, in the future is I think I will have to focus on making sure our industrial zones are smaller. Like, smaller, a little spread out. Just as many, but spread out a little bit more. Something like that. Meteor poop lake for the end. Thing is, the meteors take a few minutes to land, if I recall correctly, so maybe not. Alright. Well, next time we play, more traffic work. I have to say, there is something weirdly satisfying about this, but, like, this is still, like, so... I am surprised how many cars are going to the residential area as well. And maybe there's some lane changes or something that could be happening over here to make this flow better. But we'll see. We'll deal with it next time. Toltex! Oh, that's so funny! No, I'm not making fun of you. I'm making fun of the game. Toltex says, trains and ships will cut down on traffic too, right? They should. They, in fact, will do exactly the opposite. Adding train stations and ship stations, like cargo stations, in city skylines, always just makes more traffic. Even though it sort of shouldn't, because it's like, well, the local goods should just go there, but it dumps so much extra stuff. Trains or ships will arrive here that are trying to deliver cargo to some commercial zone over here. Even if there's a cargo station over here, it doesn't actually matter. I think it just sort of, I don't know if it goes for like the closest station, it just unloads sort of whatever. So you end up with more traffic. The only way that I found that the cargo stations work well is if they're their own thing. And I would do that a lot. Like, I would put, like, a little train station that literally just had its own on-ramp, off-ramp set up to just service it from the highway, nothing else. Putting the cargo stations in neighborhoods tends to backfire and make things much worse. Yeah, exactly. City Skylines doesn't understand logistics. That's the issue. Yeah. Yeah. Which is fine. I mean, you know, it's beyond its design scope, is really the situation. There you go. This is going well. See, the traffic backup is starting to thin down a lot. If we let this run for another couple of minutes, this would be gone completely. See how much better it's getting? So sometimes you make a change, and you have to let it run for a while to see the result of the change. See this is like, there's no traffic backup here anymore. This is gradually getting much smaller. There's no traffic backup here either. I mean, some of the stuff may have just despawned, but I think just more and more things are getting to their destination now. This is looking good. That's looking good. This maybe could be better. It's not bad right now. It could maybe be better. And we'll see about that. But yeah. God, what progress! Traffic progress was made! Hey, hey, hey! Hey, hey, hey! Look at that! And yeah, things would probably be a lot better with the roundabout over here. But we're explicitly trying to avoid it. And try to solve the problem. Because with traffic, sometimes it's really just it's a puzzle-solving game. Sometimes that's not what you want to do with City Skylines. Sometimes you want to focus on, you know, the beautiful parts of the city. Like, you know, over here, oh, that's quite nice, quite interesting. We've got a lot of tram lines and things like that. But the reason I wanted to play today is because I knew we had the highway outstanding. And I really wanted to just make this ginormous highway thing. Right? We came in, we're like, all right, we're going to build a mega roundabout. Because. And we did. All right, let's close out of here. Let me save live stream 03. All right, let me everyone get up, go stretch. Be back in 2 minutes. I'm gonna get a glass of water, and we're gonna do the giveaway draw for Evil Genius. Keep an eye on the chat for that. And yeah, we're gonna be back with some Baldur's Gate 2. See you in a couple.